back to the channel. My name is Katie, and if you saw the title of today's video, today we're going to be talking about Robinhood and crypto because they're talking about crypto. They are talking more and more about what's coming down the pipeline for them, and is Shiba Inu listing part of it? Pretty sure that it is, and we're going to see where it all ties in. I am just more and more excited the more time goes on in January because, guys, I will catch you up to date. As we know, Robinhood, the rumor is they are listing in January, that they will be listing this month. So the more we hear from them about cryptocurrency and where they're moving forward, the more it's bullish action for the listing we are all waiting on, and I can't wait to give you guys this information. If you guys are new, hi, how are you? My name is Katie. On this channel, I cover altcoins, meme coins, and the biggest one that I'm talking about right now, Shiba Inu. It's my favorite. It's got the utility. It's just done a massive run up over the last year, and I think it has such a bright future, and I'm so excited to share with you guys all of the good things that Shiba Inu has coming down the pipeline. If you guys haven't, go check out all my other videos about Robinhood. There are tons of them, especially the recent ones. This one might not make as much sense because you'd have to be following everything, but I'm going to catch you guys up to date as quickly as I can, but it won't be comprehensive. So where are we at? Couple things. We've had a few recent developments with Robinhood. One of the first ones is that when it comes to getting listed, guys, we had executives leak from Robinhood meetings that Robinhood is very aware of Shiba Inu. They like the coin. They know the Shiba Inu army really wants the coin. However, on the flip side of that, they've said we can't list until January. All that information came out in December. That is the earliest they could possibly list. Now, with all of that being said, we've also heard reports they will list in Q1 of 2022, which means it could be anywhere from now to March, maybe even April. Those are some of the rumors. The other things going on is that they are completely redoing their crypto platform with Cove Markets and putting in a brand new platform. As well, they are releasing a feature to make money transfers between banks easier, and they just took their crypto wallets. They didn't have wallets for a long time, but now they have wallets. They took it from alpha, which was a few hundred people getting to test it and give feedback, to beta, which is now in January, a few thousand people will be able to test it and give feedback. Now, with all of this being said, this looks like that they will, if they are going to be releasing wallets in January, which they've been saying that they will, and all of these other things are coalescing in January, that they'd probably be listing other crypto assets as well. And this is where Shiba Inu comes into play. And then one of my favorite videos. Then one of my absolute favorite things is that people were going on the Robinhood app and they would type in Shiba Inu and it would come up as crypto gifts. A search would actually come up, which is awesome. And then people were typing in baby Doge and that would be coming up. So why would those things be coming up? By the way, on the website, nothing comes up. I've tried on the website, but so many people were reporting this on the app. And then there'd be pictures of Shiba Inu dogs and different things popping up as well. Now, it's well known that when you are going to be doing something new like that, if you're going to be putting something new onto your website, you're going to be doing a lot of back-end software, and sometimes bugs are going to come up or things will start to come up in the code that you're not either fully aware of that is there, or the other part is, even if it's not just a technical glitch because they are in the process of wanting to list and doing all the back end, it's also possible that that was intentional, that they put that up there intentionally just to create buzz around what they're doing. So that happens a lot with companies too. So, oh, it's a technical glitch. And Robinhood never said anything about it. That's where we're at with Robinhood right now, but now Robinhood is talking more about their crypto future. So let's jump on my computer and let's see exactly what is going on there. But before we do, guys, I'm giving away a $100 gift card, and it's really simple. To be entered and eligible, win my money, this is all you have to do. Like the video, subscribe, hit notifications, comment, share the content, watch a video from start to finish. Boom. You're entered, you're eligible. That's all you have to do. And guys, make sure and do it for every single video you see, because the more likes, the more comments, the more shares, the more times you watch from start to finish, the more chances you have of being entered to win my money. And guys, my channel is still really small. It's a teeny tiny baby channel. That means that not many people are doing this. You have a good shot of winning. So make sure and take all of these steps so you don't miss out on money. As traders, we hate leaving money on the table. And this is free and just takes seconds to do. Good luck, guys. I'll announce one winner on Sunday. Go ahead and watch all of Sunday's videos to make sure and see if you have won and follow those steps. And hopefully you will get some money. Okay, guys, let's take a look and let's see what Robinhood has to say. So this is from the COO, Christine Hall Brown of Robinhood. There is a thread here, and we're going to dive into it. She says, we released survey results just before the holidays that uncovered a crypto divide between male and female investors. We also saw that while 41% of women investors surveyed agreed that crypto is the currency of the future, 41% of women investors also said they never have and never would invest in crypto. That makes me sad. Let's look at this. This is a little chart. It says women are split on crypto. While 41% of women investors surveyed agree that crypto is the currency of the future, the same percent said they never have and would never consider investing in it. I wonder why that is. Why would that be? So it says 41% women, I agree crypto is the future, and 60% men. And then 41% women said have not and would not invest in crypto, and 24% men said that. It does make me sad though. I'll tell you, and I've talked about this, I'll talk about this a little further later. One of the biggest things I want to do on my channel is I want to empower people who are disenfranchised to be able to do trading and investing. I say that as somebody who was disabled, almost didn't make it through my chronic illnesses and getting diagnosed. And over the years of doing that, had no family help whatsoever. Lived off the kindness of an ex. And I was able to take what I did with very little money and do it from bed. And that's why, for me, I really focus on disenfranchised people. The disabled, veterans, minorities, women. These are the people that I want to empower when it comes to finance. I mean, I want to help everybody, right? And it's not saying that specifically, but also women. Because here's the thing, guys. I'm not good at numbers. I'm horrible at math. This stuff about the economy does not come naturally to me. I am very feminine. I am very girly. And even business, guys. Well, I like business. I'm good at business, but I'm a creative. I was a classically trained opera singer for 8 years. I am a creative individual. So this stuff is not necessarily, it's not something that comes naturally to me. It's something that I had to really work at. But once I understood it and got the fundamentals down, I realized this is the business of literally manifesting money. And you can do it. It's absolutely doable if you take the right approaches and have the right strategies. But I think as women, we have been very disempowered that finance is a man's world and it's over our heads, and it's not. And I think women can get really intimidated by this space. I know I was. I definitely was. There are still things that intimidate me. But that's why, again, I like to make sure and go into these things, and I really want to empower women, because as women, this stuff isn't that complicated. It looks complicated. It looks scary and big. I promise you, once you get it down, it's not. It becomes easy clockwork, and then you can be the manifester of your future. All right, let's keep going. It says, despite these gaps, the tides appear to be changing as more women are looking at crypto as part of their financial strategy. Yes, good job, Robinhood. We need to dispel this notion that to be a crypto investor, you need to know every single thing about every single coin from the start. That's right. That's right. You don't have to know everything. You know what? Start with one thing and brand. That's what I did. And I did it by accident. I told you, you guys know my story. My story was I was doing fiat trading with currency pairs on Forex. And I happened to move. I had to move my money into Ethereum to get it there. And we started with trying to get half my money over. And then I left half my money. And then everything went up. So I stayed. And then it crashed and crashed and crashed and kept crashing. And I'm like, well, I'm just going to hodl and see what happens. $9,000 went to 800. But now I think it's gone up to 60,000 and climbing. It's gone down now at the moment because the markets are down. But I'm just saying, start with something. And I tell people, if they're going to start with anything, like if you're new, a lot of people say, here's the rule, 50, 25, 25. That's the rule. 50% Bitcoin, 25% Ethereum, 25% altcoins. I don't subscribe to that. It's a decent rule. And starting with Bitcoin, if you don't know where to start, great idea. I say start with Ethereum because Ethereum outperforms Bitcoin by double. So if you were going to a dollar cost average, if you were going to DCA into anything, I say start with Ethereum because you're going to get double bang for your buck. That's just me. Anyway, it says, crypto is, by design, decentralized and open. The community as a whole is strengthened when we remove the emotional and educational barriers that prevent women from having a seat at the table with crypto investing. Yes! And it's something we as an industry can do more to address. And then it says, check out this full survey blog post here. Let's go ahead and look. It says, this is from December 14th, in a new era of investing, gender and generational gaps remain. That's right, as well as ableism, as well as, what would be the word? The R word when it comes to, minority issues. All different types of things still exist when it comes to the disenfranchisement of different groups with finance. That's why I'm constantly saying, guys, $50 a week. If you can manage $50 a week, even $25 a week into DCA, it will pay off for you over time. That will be your retirement in DCA, dollar cost average. This is all stuff we'll get more and more into as my channel grows. So it says, Robinhood partners with Patrice Washington to shine light on the state of women and the new generation of investors. Over the last year, we've seen some monumental shifts in every part of our lives, from how we live to how we work to how we save. As we close out the year, we took a step back to see how Americans are thinking about investing and how that differs across gender and generations. To do this, we conducted a survey with Morning Consult to look at investors across the nation and compare their investing habits, behaviors, and perceptions, and the difference is clear. The gender investing confidence gap remains. Only 19% of women investors say they are very confident in their ability to invest money, compared to 38% of male investors. That makes me sad. That's literally half. Women are split on crypto. While 41% of women investors agree that crypto is the currency of the future, 41% of women investors also said they have never and will never invest in crypto. That makes me so sad, guys. Gen Z isn't afraid to talk about money. Only 6% of Gen Z investors said they don't openly discuss their finances and investment gains and losses, compared to 14% of millennials and 31% of Gen X investors. Well, we have this weird thing, and I think this came from the boomers and the greatest generationers, that it's taboo to talk money. It's taboo to talk about how much you make and what's going on with your finances. But I think that is all breaking down simply because in those generations, you could do keeping up with the Joneses crap. We don't have that. Almost all of us are in poverty, or we're right on the line, or maybe right above it. Most of us aren't even middle class. I know people who make my situation with my ex, $100,000 a year, and we're paycheck to paycheck. How does that make any sense? How does that make any freaking sense in this society? So I think nobody's trying to compete with anybody. We're all just trying to get by, and we're all trying to help one another, which is why the conversation is more and more open about finance. Just wanted to throw that out there. To dig more into what this means, we partnered with Patrice Washington, award-winning author and host of Redefining Wealth podcast. Here's what we learned. The confidence barrier to investing. Our survey showed that men are twice as likely to feel very confident in their ability to invest money compared to women. However, as Patrice points out, we know women are investing for the future and often see better returns because of their intentionality, consistency, and patience. Just because women don't feel as confident, it doesn't mean that they aren't necessarily proficient once they begin. Well, anybody new is going to be starting out and just figuring it out, guys. That's normal. It has nothing to do with how smart you are or how good you are at it. As women, we can be harder on ourselves and believe that to be good at something that we need to have mastered every single aspect, and that's not true. It's perfectionism. Perfectionism is constantly thrown at women. Now, yes, does it happen to men? Yeah, but especially with us. We have to be smart, we have to be intelligent, we have to be wealthy, we have to have a good career, and we have to be an immaculate, perfect physical condition at all times. This is constantly bombarded on us with the media and all these unrealistic beauty expectations, which is just insane. You know my favorite thing? I'm just gonna do a little side note because this drives me nuts. My favorite thing that the media has done is put so many awful chemicals and food and poisons in our food and our water and our air. In our generation, unlike any others, that's completely destroyed our health, our gut, caused inflammation issues, chronic health issues, histamine issues, which all ends up making women have hormonal issues, thyroid issues being able to lose weight, and an unprecedented, I can't tell you how many women I grew up with who had issues with eating because no matter what they did and how much they did or didn't eat or how healthy they were, they couldn't lose weight. I love that they designed this, and then they put all these huge campaigns on us that said, if you don't look like you're somebody that is not eating on a consistent basis, you are ugly. Y'all remember the 90s and the 2000s? Literally set us up for mental illness and failure. How crazy is that? That's crazy. And that's what the media did. And who's the media psychopath at the top? So as women, we have impossible expectations on ourselves all the time that we've been programmed with. And what happens is we end up shutting down. We just shut down and then go, okay, I guess I can't do anything. We get overwhelmed. And this is where channels like mine want to empower women that we don't have to do that. Also, guys, through my health issues, I had a ton of weight issues. Anybody who's followed me has known this. I didn't eat carbs, didn't eat sugar, had the cleanest diet, mostly vegetables. And somehow in 2 years, I got up to 300 pounds from 105 and nobody could figure out why. And every doctor I went to, especially if they were men, said, eat right and exercise. I'm like, I do, it's not working. Something's wrong. Something's wrong with my stomach. And it turns out there was a lot wrong and I was constantly misdiagnosed. Since then, I have lost, I'm down to 120 something right now. So I've lost from 270 150 in 2 years. So, and by the way, guys, that was me figuring out what was wrong and fixing it. It wasn't like I went on a crash course diet. My point is to say I've lived through, as all of us have, and gotten out the other side of several areas of where we are disenfranchised as women and we are set up for failure. And I didn't get overwhelmed. If I got overwhelmed, I would not be here because my issues were going to end my being on earth. I got out the other side. And I'm still working on it. I'm still not where I want to be. I've got about 20 or 30 more pounds to lose. I will get there eventually before when I can feel as comfortable and confident as I want to. I'd say more like 20, probably 30 is too much, but I want to get down back to where I was, 105, 110. Anyways, that doesn't matter. The point is, I want to say as women, we need to feel empowered in this space and don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it because you're not perfectly proficient. Nobody ever is. We all go into it not knowing what the HELL we're doing and we figure it out. And that's the best way to do it. So, however, as Patrice points out, we know women are investing for the future and often see better returns because of their intentionality, consistency, and patience. Just because women don't feel as confident, it doesn't mean that they aren't necessarily proficient once they begin. As women, we can be harder on ourselves and believe that to be good at something, they need to have mastered every single aspect, and that's not true. And here's another one, confidence gap twice as big between men and women investors. Half as many women investors surveyed were very confident in their ability to invest money compared to male investors. And it says 19% women, again, 38% men. I'm very confident in my ability to invest money. Oh, it just breaks my heart. Despite the confidence gap, our survey found that women are investing for their long-term financial goals. Yes, queens. 73% of women said retirement was at the top of their financial goal for their investments. Good on ya. Meanwhile, 59% said they hold individual stocks they own on average for at least a year or longer. Investing can be a powerful tool for building and accumulating wealth, but there's still barriers holding some back from getting started. 58% of women believe not having enough money to invest in the biggest barrier that stops new investors from starting, and more than 40% of women believe it was not knowing how to start, not feeling confident in investing decisions, making, and lastly, feeling intimidated by the industry, a barrier which 10% more women than men believe was holding new investors back. There we go. Like I said, thinking you don't have enough money and not feeling confident enough that you know everything. Start with digital dollar cost averaging. Literally $50 a week, $200 a month will get you into retirement if you do that, and start with Ethereum. It is clear that financial education is the foundation of financial empowerment. Committing to a budget, debt elimination, savings, and understanding credit already takes up so much bandwidth because basic financial literacy in the country is still a luxury, says Patrice. If the basics were taught in high school and college by the time women had more access to disposable income, investing would be a natural step. Yes, why aren't we have to do classes? We're required to take PE classes on learning how to do the Macarena and line dance, but it's not required to take economics. It's not required to take investing and trading. I didn't even hear the word trading until I was 22, guys. I didn't know what that was. This makes me so mad. Oh my goodness, I get so mad. We're taught in high school and college, by the time women had more access to disposable income, investing would be a natural next step. Instead, many of us are playing catch up. Clarity breeds confidence, and more education should be given to help women acknowledge and recognize how great they actually are with investing. Yes, we are determined to continue lowering barriers to investing through educational tools like lessons to help more people learn the basics. Right in our app, on topics like why people invest, what the stock market is and how it works, and how to define your investing goals. The crypto divide. Crypto is hot this year, but the gender divide remains. Our survey shows that compared to men, less women said they knew about investing in cryptocurrency. And we're also less likely to see it as a better investment. It says women are split on crypto. And it says, while 41% of women investors surveyed agreed that crypto is the currency of the future, the same percent said they never have and never hold it, as we saw before. From the investors surveyed, only 11% of women said they knew a lot about cryptocurrency compared to 29% of men. And while 41% of women and 60% of men agree that it is the currency of the future, a staggering 41% of women investors say they never have and never would invest, compared to only 24% of men that said the same way. The road to financial empowerment, Patrice notes, begins with starting and is paved along the way by taking next steps forward. This idea that we need to have mastered every single aspect of something before we even start is simply not true. Not knowing about every detail about cryptocurrency does not mean you're a bad investor, despite the gaps we've seen. Some signal the tide is changing. In March, we reported that the number of women actively trading on Robinhood crypto has grown 7 times. Yes, compared to the number at the end of 2020, indicating that more women are looking at crypto as a part of their financial strategy. How the generations trade. We're seeing a generational shift towards more open conversation about money. For Gen Z, money and finances are no longer off limits. Only 6% of Gen Z said they don't openly discuss the investment gains and losses with their friends and family, compared to 31% of Gen X and 41% of millennials who say these conversations are off limits. The way we get information has also changed in every aspect of our lives, including finance. 42% of Gen Zers and 43% of millennials said they use finance experts on social media to help make investment decisions, compared to 27% of all investors. We also see a difference in how different generations invest. 16% of Gen Z investors said they hold individual stock they own on average for a day or less. A huge difference compared to just 1% of millennials and Gen X who do the same. 60% of Gen X and a third of millennials said they hold their stocks for a year or longer on average, something only 19% of Gen Z says they do. Now, where do we go from here? The stock market is one of the biggest engines of economic growth. We believe that all investors, and we believe that we are all investors, and we keep working to help give more people that information, access, and ability to build wealth. Methodology. The retail investor poll was commissioned by Robinhood and conducted by Morning Consult between August 26th and the 29th, 2021, among a sample of 2,200 adults. The data is weighed to reflect the American retail investor population. Results from the full sample have a margin error of about 2%, give or take. Retail investors are defined as those who are currently having a brokerage or trading account in which someone trades at least one of the following: stock in individual companies, mutual funds, options, bonds, cryptocurrency, and or ETFs. Results by gender are based on self-identification by survey respondents. Sample size of gender non-conforming individuals is not statistically significant, and it says all investments involve risk, including possible loss of principal. Robinhood compensated Patrice Washington for her views and interpretation of the retail investor survey results. So guys, what does this mean when it comes to Robinhood and their listing of Shiba? Because I know that was long, so thank you for sticking with me, but I thought this was really good information. Let me go over what I think this means and where I think that we are headed when it comes to all of this. Robinhood has openly stated they want to target the people who don't trade. So I'm assuming people like boomers, some of the older people, maybe some of the greatest generationers, women, the disenfranchised, which I think is fantastic and needs to happen because they know they have a built-in user base of almost 2 million people 2 million people are waiting on those crypto wallets. That's how many people. They've said 1.6, it's probably up to 2 million now. We also have the Shiba Inu army, which is 1.1 million people strong. And we also have that petition of almost 600,000 people asking Robinhood to list Shiba Inu. That's a built-in market base of around 3 to 4 million people they know are ready to flood the markets with their money for Shiba Inu coin and use their app to do so. So their marketing is going to, of course, have an arm in that, unless they're stupid, but then a big chunk of it is going to be, let's bring in now the new people. We want as many people flooding into our app as possible. And guys, I'm telling you, I think with them doing so much with crypto and crypto education, they are stupid not to be getting involved in more cryptos. This is bound to happen. They are going to be listing. It's just a matter of time. And we see stuff like this. And these are more and more bullish signs that Shiba Inu is going to get its listing. And hopefully we're going to have platforms like Robinhood help empower all different types of people to jump into finance so they can build their best and highest health and best and highest wealth, which is what we're all about on this channel. Okay, guys, if you like this video, you want to support this channel and even possibly win some of my money, it's all free. This is all you have to do to be entered and eligible to win my money and take these steps. Like the video, subscribe, hit notifications, comment, share the content, watch everything from start to finish. Boom. You're entered, you're eligible. That's all you have to do. Guys, make sure and do it for every single video you see. The more likes, the more comments, the more shares, the more times you watch from start to finish, the more chances you have of winning my money, the more times you're entered. Guys, my channel is still really small, so you have a good shot of winning, so make sure and take all these steps. Good luck. I'll announce one winner on Sunday. Okay, guys, that's it for me now. This has been way too long, but thank you so much for sticking with me. I thought this was good information for people to have, and I want to tell you guys, you can do this. You can invest. You can trade. It is so much simpler than what you know. Dollar cost average. Open up a Coinbase account. Tell Coinbase, go to buy crypto. I want to invest $25, $50 a week in Ethereum every single week, or however much you can budget. Set it, forget it. That will help you. In the next 3 years, if you were to put $100 a week into Ethereum, you would have $250,000. There are DCA calculators that talk about this. You can go look this up on Google. I will have videos coming out about this soon to help you guys. So literally, if you do this for the next 5 or 10 years, think about the wealth you will grow. This can be your retirement over the next 5, 10, 20, 30 years, depending on what you put away to do it. It is so simple to do. You don't have to know everything to start. You just have to take those first steps. Okay, guys, take care. Lots of love, lots of blessings. Till the next video, I'm wishing everybody well, giving everybody hugs, kisses, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.